art and design are a big part of the communities. It's really part of the way that the Main Street program works, is through the creative use of design. The artists and the Main Street organizations don't always know each other, but I think that they should, and that's why we've put the show together.
The idea, actually, Gordon and I had this idea probably about 2 years ago, and we were just kind of brainstorming about like getting the neighborhoods together, and then we came up with the idea like if we were to spotlight the artists in each neighborhood, if there was a call for artists and you had like maybe between 5 and 10 artists from that neighborhood, they would represent where they're at so people would know, because the districts are kind of coming up right now in Orlando, and it's kind of relevant for, I think, the community to know what talent they have.
Well, the seniors here have been coming for the past 5 years, and this is like a rite of passage that I have given the opportunity for the students. So our school is the Magnet Art Program, and I always tell them, if you succeed by the time you work hard over the 4 years, this is what you get. So this is basically a real life situation, so they could come as full circle as true artists. So they get to experience what the process of making the art pieces, to the labeling, to making the frames, to curating their own art show. So they're pretty much excited for today.
In this piece, I wanted to play on the fact that we rely on food, and nature a lot. So I put in okra leaves, okra flowers and plants, and then also put in these carnivorous plants that eat other living creatures. I guess the idea behind it all was my fascination with life and death and life after death. I grew up religious, not very religious now, but challenging all these questions and ideals is usually what I do on a daily basis. So when I heard this quote by Einstein about how once the bee population dies off, humanity is going to die off shortly after, whether or not that's accurate or not, it sparked this idea of how it's like symbiotic relationship between nature and us as humans.
Called exploration of inner and outer space. So you have this kind of Buddha a Buddha statue, which is of course meditation and just kind of seeking inner peace. And then you have this astronaut that is, again, a science aspect of going out into space and seeking answers through science and what is out there beyond our little tiny planet. When you look at this is kind of the outline of the Voyager probe that's out, somewhere in space now. They say it's out of our solar system and it's going to be 40,000 years until it reaches the next solar system. And then I have 2 fossilized fish here, so that kind of represents Christianity and Jesus with the 2 fish and the loaf of bread, and the fact that I don't know how you want to put this, but the fact that in 40,000 years, who knows if we're all going to be here, and that we all might just be fossilized aspects of human civilization. Hopefully we're still around, but that's just a really long time to go.
He sido muy bien recibida.
She's been welcomed by the lady that runs this particular gallery. She loves her.
Sí, y me ha parecido muy buenos trabajos.
And she thinks that all the work that is here is just unbelievably beautiful. It's
Bastante
amazing.
competencia. Bastante.
There's a lot of competition, but competition is good.
They told us about the idea of doing something about happiness, and I thought about Marilyn Monroe and how beautiful she was, and she was like a sex symbol, and she presented herself to the world as this vibrant, beautiful, sexy woman. However, she was really brokenhearted, and she had a difficult life, and so I thought that this would represent like how she was to the public, and then when she was at her darkest moment.
Art just adds to the life and soul of the community. And I've always been an artist, and she's been an artist as well. This is the first time we've been able to do something that we can present to the public. I do a lot of artwork for events and parties as an artist, as a caricature artist in particular. And but people hang it up on their walls. I have artwork for people all around the world because I've worked so many different venues. But in this setting, we're able to present our vision, and it's something that can feed the soul of people.